So, hello guys, you are welcome to uh is there anybody there? So guys, you are welcome to our live video for today. To begin with, I folded my material like this. As you can see from the thumbnails, the video or the blouse we are cutting. This blouse is very beautiful and elegant blouse. So I'm going to check first to know the amount of my fold. Okay, half of my shoulder measurement is 15, so I will be adding extra 8 inches for the sleeve. Okay, so I'm going to refold it. 7 plus 8, I should be having 15.5. Yeah, 15.5 as the fold. Okay, so I'm okay with this. If possible, you can iron out your material to make it flat and neat. So all right guys, as you all see, my material is unfolded. Can you see? It's folded into two. This material is folded into two like this, and at the top of it, this is the edge. Let's just have a starting line. So I'm coming down with 1 inch. Don't worry, I'm going to be making the marking to be bold for everyone to see. This is live class, so you have to see what I'm doing. So guys, can you see this line? This is my starting line. This is my starting line. Okay, from this starting line, I'm going to determine the length of the blouse. I'm going to determine the length of the blouse. Normally, I will be attaching peplum to it. So I'm marking 16 inches. This place is rough. mark 16 inches there. At the center too, I'm marking 16 inches. Please, if you are watching me, just say hi. Let me know that I'm not alone. So from the top of it, I'm marking 16 inches. That is the length before attaching the peplum. Okay? So I'm going to connect it like so. I'm not going to add any sewing allowance, okay? Because at the end of the day, I want it to be 15.5 or 15 inches, okay? I'm not going to add any allowance because it's peplum. I don't like my peplum to be exactly at my half length. So moving on, the next thing I'm going to do, the folded part of it, I'm going to be inputting the neckline. Can you see it? I'm going to be inputting the neckline for it. So for the neckline, it depends on what you want. For me, I'm using 3.5 for the neck area. So from this folded edge, I'm marking 3.5. And from the depth, for the depth of my front neck, I'm going to be using 3.5 as well. I don't want it too high. So I'm going to connect it like so. You can use your pattern master to get this curve, okay? But I'm using my free hand. I want to use this same front piece to cut the back, so I'm going to mark the back neck line, which is 1.5. Yeah, for the back I want to use 1.5, so I'm going to curve it like so. It's very simple. I'm curving it like so. So moving on is the shoulder measurement. Normally our shoulder is always divided into two. So my shoulder is 15. Half of 15 is 7.5. I mark it this way. This is my 7.5. And because this dress comes with sleeve, yes, it's cut together sleeve, I'm going to be marking the length of my sleeve. Like I said earlier, the length of this sleeve, I want to use 8 inches. You can use 6, you can use 7, it depends on what you want. For me, I'm using, so from here to here it's 8, and from this folded side to this my shoulder line is 7.5, which is half of my shoulder measurement. The next thing I'm going to be doing right now is to come to this part, this sleeve area where the sleeve will stop. I'm going to slope the shoulder. Yeah, I'm going to slope the shoulder with 1.5 inch. I will connect it back to meet up with this neck area. If you have a long ruler, just position it the way I position the tape, and you are going to mark it out. Let me simply connect it for you to see. So this is our shoulder slope line, and from this shoulder slope line, I'm going to mark how open I want the sleeve to be, how open I want the sleeve to be. In my case, I'm going to be using, I don't want it too open and I don't want it too loose as well. I will be using a 8.5. So after sewing, I will have 8 inches. Okay, so I'm going to extend this line. So at this sleeve length, I'm going to input a quarter of my bust measurement. My bust is 38, so this is how to divide the 38. bring the edge of your tape, place it at 38, and you fold it this way. Fold it this way. Whatever you have, in my case is 19, I also fold it again like this. So whatever I have is my is quarter of my bust measurement. So I'm going to place it this way and mark this point. Because I'm going to turn it with lining, I will be attaching 1.5 inches, okay, for sewing allowance. I'm adding 1.5 inches for sewing allowance, okay. So at the waist, my waist is 32, half of quarter of 32 is 8 inches, okay. My waist is 32, half of 32 is 16, and another half of 16 is 8 inches, or you can say 32 divided into 4 is 8. So I mark this 8 here. I'm going to be adding that of 1 inch, okay. So I mark 1 inch for that, and also add 1.5 inch for sewing allowance. Remember, here we added 1.5 inch for sewing allowance. So I'm going to connect this point like this. You see? So I'm going to connect this point like this. To get the sleeve opening, remember, this is where our sleeve is going to end. So I'm going to measure the distance from this mark to this folded area. Whatever I have, I'm going to place it at the sleeve length, okay. So I measure it this way. In my case, I have almost 16, okay. So I fold this my tape this way. Can you see the way I fold it? I'm also going to place that exact same measurement at this point. So I'm going to connect it. This new line is a sleeve opening, okay. This new line is the sleeve opening. That is it. So at this point, I'm going to curve it this way. We are going to give this armhole curve so that it will not be too deep. So just free hand like this. Just connect it small like this. It's not something hard. You can see the way I'm connecting it. It's not something difficult. It's very simple. Okay? Connect it like this. Like this. Can you see what I have? Simply connect it that way. Before we cut it out, I'm going to add 1/2 inch at this shoulder line for sewing allowance. Okay? So I'm adding up half inch for sewing allowance. While doing that, please just follow the slant line. I'm following this slant line because I want this 1/2 inch to be also slanted. You see? So this is it. Make sure you connect your neckline to make this 1/2 inch for sewing allowance. Alright guys, so this is how it's going to look like. So I'm going to be cutting it now. Just pay attention to the way I'm cutting it out. Okay, this is the shoulder slant line. This is the half inch we added. I'm going to cut it in the way that I leave that half inch, because I'm going to need it to join the front and the back together. Okay, so I'm cutting, because I'm using this to cut the back. I first of all cut the back neckline. For the front, I'm going to be cutting the front later. So let's quickly fold our back. I use this front to cut the back. It's very simple. For the back, I will be adding zipper allowance. Okay, if you have 2 yards of Ankara, you can simply make this blouse. It's not too much. For me, so I have less than 2 yards of Ankara. Okay, you can see the way I position it, because I need this zipper allowance. I need extra allowance there for zip. Okay, I'm okay with this. So this is the neckline for the back. Make sure you extend it down to the zip area. Can you see? Also, in my case, I like doing this so that I will know the exact measurement I'm working with, if actually it's aligned. Okay, so I'm marking that zip allowance like that. I'm going to be cutting it out. Sorry, I got only one piece. I didn't know. I didn't know that it's only one that I'm cutting. So this how is going to be. It's looking beautiful already. I Next week I'm going to be dropping a tutorial of this same blouse on my channel. I actually make this blouse before. Yeah, I actually make it for one of my elder sister. So I'm going to be dropping a tutorial of it in case any of you watching does not understand. You watch the edited one, the one I've already edited. So I'm going to connect this point like this. This is my zipper allowance. This optional. So at this point, I'm going to check if what I have at the top, which is 1.5 inch, okay, 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch. I'm going to leave it that way. Yes, I'm going to leave it that way. For the back, you know, it's going to be 2. So I'm going to slant the back open. But before I slant it open, I will be going in with half an inch to remove this zipper bulge at the back. I don't like after wearing my dress it will be buggy at the back. So I'm going to slant it with half inch. This is the front. So this process happens only at the center back. So this is the center back. I'm going to slant it upwards. So by so doing, any excess is out. So at this point, I'm going to still maintain that 1.5 inch. But before that, I will also, at the bottom of it, I'm going to take away half inch. Okay, I'm going to remove half inch away from it and slant it to the side seam. It will not really get to the side seam, but just take something a bit. It's going to help the zip to lay flat on your body. Can you see? The front of your, the center back of your dress need to be shorter than the center front, because we are more fuller at the front than back. Okay, so this is the shape I'm having. I'm going to reconnect my new zipper allowance. So at this point I'm marking 1.5 inch. Then I'm going to sew. I'm going to sew it this way. That half inch that we take, I've replaced it back. So I'm going to sew it like this to this new line, not this one again. Okay, so it's important I notch my zipper allowance. Please, if you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section. Okay, this is it, guys. So this is what we have. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be cutting, I'm going to be using this to cut my lining. All right, when you have folded lining like this, it's important you iron it to make it. Iron down the lining to make it flat and relaxed. Okay, now I'm going to be cutting it out. So guys, we are going to trim the front neckline now. Remember, this is the back. When we were drafting it, I told you we are going to trim the front later. So I want to join it with the lining now to cut it out. So this is the front. The front is on fold. Can you see? It's on fold. So I'm going to put this aside. Now I will be cutting the back piece now. The back piece is two piece, okay? I like my lining to relax when I'm cutting so that I will not see funny shape as I'm ironing. So I'm cutting it out now. As I'm cutting out, I'm cutting the two lining for these two pieces. So I can use one to cut the two lining. Please, if you can't see what I'm doing, I'm going to be adjusting it for you to see after cutting. This blouse is very simple to make. You can even make up to 3 again. So this is what we have. Can you see? This is it. You can actually, at this point, let's take this part of the lining to be the wrong side, okay? So we are going to move on to the stitching part of it. It's very simple. If you like, at this area, you can decide to go in and slant it like this. Instead of to connect it straight, you slant it with 1/2 inch, okay? I think I should be doing that. So I'm arranging my material back the way I want it to be. Let me cut one more so that it will not shift. I almost skip this part. Whatever I'm doing here, I'm going to do the same thing on my front piece. Okay, so this half inch. This is totally optional. Even if you sew it like this, it will come out well. But I just want to do this because from my first experience, it gives more fine fitting than non slanting it. So just small. You need to take it out. Okay. So after getting this, I'm going to use it to get my front. You can see my front is on fold. Sorry. My front is on fold. Make sure the neck area align. It's very important. Make sure it's aligned. You make sure the downside will align. Then I'm going to flip it. See that excess of half inch here? I'm cutting it out now. So now I'm going to be using this to get also on the line. This is the lining for the front. Okay. Okay. And this is my front piece. And decide to pin it if you want. You just make sure, even if you don't pin it, arrange it well. You are going to see it and join it off. The same thing with the back. This is the two back piece. Okay. Okay. After placing it like this, I already seen it here, so I'm trimming it out. So it's time for us to stitch it now. I'm going to take you guys to my machine and illustrate how to sew it. This is the right side of Ankara. I'm going to place the machine side. This side is the right side. Where I'm marking is the wrong side. So I'm going to place it like this. Okay. And stitch it down. You can stitch it that way, but I don't want to. Let me sew lining to lining, Ankara to Ankara. I think that one would be more preferable. So now I'm going to join it this way. Shoulder front to the shoulder back, like this. Once you place it, you are going to have excess here at the back. is a zipper allowance. Okay, I'm going to sew here, sew here. Let's go to the sewing machine so that you learn more. So guys, we are ready to sew now. So this is my sewing machine. Can you see? Let me bring lights. Okay.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Madam. Shall not come? Auntie Rose.
Yes.
Okay, please tell her that Gloria came to greet her.
Okay. Glory.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm trying to change the thread. Oh guys, people have taken off their lights. People have gone with their lights. Oh goodness. So, I'm so sorry guys. I'm so sorry guys. It's either I'm going to use manual machine to sew or you're going to wait for NEPA to bring lights, because actually I cannot use this machine without lights. Okay, maybe I'm going to switch to manual machine. It happens to every tailor. Okay, so let's move to the manual machine. This is my manual machine. I'm going to use this to sew. Anytime I want to use this machine, I like to drop a bit of oil like this, like dropping small because before I put it with the needle, so I'm going to be rolling a thread similar to this, or I use black. Okay, there is actually white on this Ankara. Epa. Epa, you cannot shame me. Epa, you cannot shame the shameless. You cannot shame the shameless. Never. Okay. Never cannot shame the shameless. What is going on there? Okay. Alright. Feel this machine is not balanced. Okay. So we are going to start sewing. Nepa or no Nepa, let's do something. So I'm keeping lining first. I'm going to start with Ankara. take note that right side should be on the right side. So I'm now trying to check my right side. Okay, this is the right side, and also this is the right side. Shoulder to shoulder. Okay, you cannot shame the shameless. Oh, never. Oh, never. Never. I'm still sewing. Sewing very fine. Yeah, sewing very fine. And I'm going to show you. So that is one side done. Okay, still looking at the right side. This is the right side up. I'm placing the right side in the way that right side is facing the right side. I'm joining the two shoulders together like this.
She don't go. No, good morning.
Yes, or
So she don't go.
no, she no come.
Gloria, they here now.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. No mind.
sorry guys. Sorry for that little distraction. That half inch that we added when we cut it is what I'm sewing right now. That half inch that we added. That is what I'm sewing right now. So once I'm done, I'm going to have something like this. It's looking beautiful. You see? It's beautiful already. This is the joining line, and this is another joining. Can you see? I'm going to repeat this same process on the line. For the lining of the front, any side can be the right side. Okay? I don't like this shape I'm seeing. So I'm placing it this way, shoulder to shoulder. So I'm also going to stitch this way, shoulder to shoulder. Okay. So let me change the thread. Ooh, Nepal is back. So let's go to Aman. Okay, Nepal is back. You can see it. This is what we have. It's looking very neat. Okay. For Ankara, because this is the main piece, and I don't want it to maybe in the future it losing a bit. I'm going to stitch it again at this shoulder line. Just in case. It's always very, very important that you stitch and backstitch again so that it will be firm. I'm also stitching back again on that same line. You can stitch once if that is what you want. So right now, what I'm going to do now next is to iron this sewing allowance. I'm going to iron it open for both the main piece and the lining piece. I'm going to iron it flat. Just in a minute, I will be back. I'm going to place it this way. Okay, this is the wrong side, this is the right side. This is the front and this is the back. The back is open because of its allowance. Now I'm placing it now like this, right side, sorry, right side and the right side. This while placing it like this, ensure that it's aligned. It's very, very important it's aligned. Okay? One of my lining was not aligned, so I'm going to trim a bit out. Just have like a bit of excess here. So I'm trimming it out like so. And another neat finishing, in order not for the lining to show. You don't want the lining to show. You are going to do this. Trim a bit of your lining away, either like 1 inch, half inch. You trim it out. It will help the lining to stay inside. Only the sleeve side, the sleeve opening side, that is where I'm removing this inch away. You can measure before you cut, but I just randomly cut it that way. So now let's place it back. You notice that once you mash the neckline like this, the lining is shorter than the main piece. It's very important you get this result. Okay, for me, I think I should trim it more. Maybe that was half inch. Let me take like 1 inch away, because I don't want any form of.
Hold on. Rose no dey.
Yeah,
Do you have this zip?
no, sir. I'm trying to remove it again. And from the way you see I placed it so that the two sides are going to align. If the length of your sleeve was 6 inch, you should consider that after stitching it down, you end up having 4.5. So it's important you use at least 7 inch for the length of the sleeve. This is where we are going to, this is how we are going to stitch down. Because of this little adjustment, I'm going to stitch face this sleeve opening. I'm going to stitch back the sleeve opening. Let's go to the machine. Right side, facing right side. This is the sleeve opening. I'm going to make sure I mash it together. Okay, let's see. No. Let me stitch down the neck area first. For the neck area, I'm going to be mashing the shoulder together. And guys, when we were cutting it, I forgot to tell you guys that I will be attaching a slip to this front set because 3.5 inch is the neck area will be too high. So I'm going to be adding small slits like 4 inch or 3.5 inch. So matching the two shoulder like this. I'm stitching first the neck area. For the front, I'm focusing only on the front now. This is only the front neckline. This is the back neckline, still open. So I'm washing it now. I'm going to flip it in a way that's lining. I'm going to flip it in a way that the seam allowance is on the lining, not on the main piece. And I will top stitch on the lining. So while stitching, you are going to see what I'm doing. I'm trying to check that the seam allowance is on the lining. So I'm top stitching right now. Reason why I'm doing like this, if I stitch all the neck area, you might be a bit confused. So once I get that, I'm going to close the back neck area now. I will also flip it and top stitch. It's very important you do this because it's going to give a very neat and a clean finishing. Top stitching is very important. The seam allowance is on the lining. Make sure it faces the lining. And I'm top stitching. This is the second part of our back piece. So once the neck area is done, the next thing I'm going to stitch is this sleeve opening. Very important to stitch this part now. So I'm going to mash this joining allowance down. Any excess of the lining, please complete it in between, because this our sewing work. Most time lining is always, even when you are cutting it, the same. Welcome.
My name is Ross' sister.
Okay, she's not around.
Yes, she told me. Said I will meet
our sister.
Collect what?
Clothes.
Which cloth?
This one I say this clothes.
This one?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. Second.
Thank you. So I'm trying it. Where's the black? Okay. I start. That's why it's always good to drip on the individual body. Okay. Please go. want it. That's why it's good. It's good to check it now that you're wearing it. Small. Don't do that. Let it this way.
Okay.
There's no opening now.
It's true. There is
There's no
opening.
opening.
They did not remember to open it. That one is not a problem.
No, I don't want this.
There is opening to somewhere here. You just want me to loosen it.
Okay, you did.
Yes. There is okay now. Apart from walking.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
No,
it's only you are wearing here. So, what you will do? You forgot to open it.
yeah, there's
This one is not good. So, those are the teeth.
okay. Let me try and call
No,
you.
no, no. No.
I don't know if I should like you should help me hold both side down.
What?
The down like this side that we're opening now. You know if you open it now it's not be wilder like
It won't be well.
What do you think? I love something fitted from up to down.
This pencil.
It's really bring down the shoes.
Let me try to. Don't wait first. Let me finish. Because I have to pack it so that when you move your leg, you not see. Your sleep, you always like it high.
Is that?
You always like your sleep to be high.
Yes. No, not too high like that. Not too high. I don't want the one that I have to wear in this is just rich.
You given her balance?
No?
Have you given her balance?
No, I still have 10,000 naira outstanding balance. I've not yet balanced it. Yes, I want it to.
No, you now have to pull this side in so that it will not be too full.
That's why I said, let me finish. Let's go.
You put it on. Jesus. Wow.
It's too much.
I open sight. Hey! Ah!
Okay, don't look at one.
Come on now. I said, how are you? Please come. Remove it. Sky, which sky? Ah.
And the way the thing is looked, you say you go confuse you.
See, the back is very easy because they added zip. You know that it will be open.
Very because you know now, that's why.
Mama was telling me, how will the zipper allowance is so very thick like that? So I didn't even bother to look. This side, that.
You help me with that scissors.
The what? Okay, the scissors.
say nice market. As in wide. Try to work with it. It's okay, right?
I don't know if I can help you reduce the down small.
The down. When they do like this,
I should do that.
do like this. It's not high. It will be too short. They will build it. To be jumping up. And you won't like it. It's okay.
Well, anyone. What if she was supposed to sew something for me with the little one of
Yes. It didn't remain something bigger because she actually keep this one as a tie for you. Okay. Okay, you don't want a tie.
You have the entire for the clothes.
Ah, okay. When you want to sew, you can bring it then. They combine it with plain material. And this is why your hand alone comes in.
So I really consume 20 minutes. Almost like 5 years as well, right? 4.6. Sorry, sorry. Oh, you bought two. Alright, alright. I did Galadima unit. Galadima unit. I'm going to collect my clothes from coming in. Coming in. If I go to the city, I get 100,000 to do it. I don't blame you because I don't ask you money for clothes now. Don't worry. I will go to city next time. You will be the one to pay. I will not use my money to pay.